That evening started like any other. Cozy Corner, our favorite restaurant, softly lit by candlelight and filled with the quiet hum of conversation. Caesar salad for me, carbonara pasta for her, familiar dishes, ordered almost without looking at the menu. 5 years together. Wasn't that a reason for comfortable predictability? I was watching Anna, her chestnut hair gently framing her face, the dimple that appeared on her cheek when she smiled. I loved that dimple. I thought I knew her inside and out. We were discussing mundane things, her work at the architectural firm, my project developing a mobile app. We laughed at silly jokes, reminisced about funny moments from our vacation. Nothing foreshadowed the storm. Until the main courses arrived. Until she said just one sentence. She picked up her fork, twirled the pasta around it, and looked at me. An innocent, almost childlike look. And said, "You know, I'm pregnant with Mark's baby." The world around me froze. The noise of the restaurant faded, the faces of the patrons blurred into gray blobs. The only clear image was her face, her innocent gaze, and the ringing silence after those words. He was her colleague, a new architect, young, energetic, with a charming smile. I had seen how she looked at him, noticed how her eyes lit up when he spoke, but I brushed it aside. Told myself it was just professional interest. How foolish I was. I didn't scream, didn't make a scene. I just stared at her silently, trying to process what I had heard. Pregnant. With Mark's baby. It felt like an eternity before I could say anything. And when I spoke, my voice sounded alien, hoarse, and distant. "What do you mean?" She sighed, put down her fork. "I don't know how to explain it. It just happened. We were working late together, we had to finish the project. And it happened. And you decided to tell me this now?" I growled, keeping my voice low. She lowered her eyes. I didn't know how to say it. I was afraid. Afraid? She was afraid? What about me? What about the 5 years we had spent together? What about the promises, the vows, the plans for the future? Did all that mean nothing? "You were afraid of losing me," I said, slowly and clearly, as if carving each word with a knife. "But you've already lost me, Anna. You've lost me forever." I stood up from the table, pushed the chair back, and that screech echoed deafeningly in my head. I didn't look at her. Didn't want to see her face, her tears, her excuses. I was disgusted. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, threw a few bills on the table, not counting. And I walked out. I walked out of the restaurant, walked out of her life. Forever. I walked down the night street, not knowing where I was going. Just walking, trying to quell the pain tearing me apart from the inside. It felt like I was walking through fog, that the world around me had lost its colors and become gray, lifeless. I didn't look back. Didn't stop. I knew that if I looked back, if I saw her, if I heard her voice, I wouldn't be able to leave. I'm weak. I know that. But this time I had to be strong. I had to leave. I had to save myself. I reached the bridge. Stopped, leaned on the railing, and looked at the dark water. The lights of the city were reflected in it, like scattered shards of a broken mirror. I thought about suicide. Yes, I admit it. The thought flashed through my mind, tempting me, offering relief from the pain. But then I thought about my mother, about my friends, about my brother, about those who loved me. I couldn't cause them that kind of pain. I had no right. I took a deep breath and decided to live. It was the hardest decision of my life. But I knew it was the right decision. I turned around and walked the other way. Towards a new life. Towards the unknown. It was the beginning of the end of one life and the beginning of something new. I didn't know what awaited me ahead. But I knew that I would cope. I would survive. And one day I would be happy again. I believed in it. I had to believe. I walked, and the city behind me gradually subsided, dissolving into the night silence. I was leaving her life forever. And, strangely enough, with each step it became easier to breathe. The beginning of a new life. From scratch. Without her. A life where there would be no more room for betrayal. A life where there would be only truth. And hopefully love.